Hey y'all. So I'm so excited to share this with you. I've been waiting for this to come in and it finally did. It's the monster book. This is actually from a hunter family that goes back generations of hunting paranormals, monsters. And this is basically their journal, their field guide, their monster book. Now, whether you believe that there really are such family that has generations, a lineage of monster hunters, that's up to you to believe. It's interesting to note that this is one of many families that has this type of lineage in their family. So if they have this and they're taught, this is passed down, this is knowledge passed down, books, information, then how do we know it's not real? What are they hunting? If we think it's all folklore and fake, could it truly be real? I don't know, but I'm going to share it with you. So I'm going to do the first subsection because it's a lot. And we're just going to get right into it. My name is Christoph Vonkeeffer. I collect field information or monsters from folklore and mythology to further the study of creatures of unknown origin. More simply put, I am a monster hunter. The following journal provides general information and details of my encounters with some of the most terrifying creatures that live among us hidden in the shadows. Case studies, field sketches, and expedition logs for the following entities are included in this volume. This is from the family Vonkeeffer. So the first one is the Banshee. The Banshee's keening wail is so sad and mournful that it can strip away your will to live. And this is their definition. The Banshee is an Irish spirit who appears when a violent and painful death is about to take place. Her cry is the most mournful sound in the world and can fill one with so much dread and loss that they can actually lose the will to live and drop dead from sadness. K. Vonkeeffer. And then it goes into their actual definitions, general notes, and then I will end it with their expedition notes. So type, it's a spirit, fae. Behavior, mournful wailing, humanoid. Is its size? Habitat, cemeteries, places of despair. Location, Irish origin, but found worldwide. Appearance, the Banshee is an incorporeal spirit taking the form of a woman with long streaming hair and having blood-red eyes from her constant crying. Her appearance can range from that of a young woman to an old hag, pale and ghastly in complexion, and clothed in gray or white. General notes. The Banshee is a female spirit, or perhaps fae, who is an omen of impending death. She can be found wandering around the countryside, but is often seen around cemeteries, morgues, and hospitals. While you may not always see her, you will know her presence is near when you hear her mournful wailing. In fact, her keening wail is so full of pain that the very sound of it can bring on a deep sorrow to the listener, stripping away their will to live. The Banshee only appears when someone is about to suffer a violent and painful death. Once she emits that high-pitched, chilling cry, it is only a matter of time before death arrives. While she is relatively harmless and not evil, her true motives are unknown. Is it a warning to the living? Does she feel the pain of others before they pass? She remains a mystery. Expedition notes. My research for the Banshee was quite difficult to process. How does one hope to come across such a spirit? Hauntings are easy as they are anchored to a place or an item, but a roaming entity that only appears when a horribly violent death is imminent proved much more elusive. I investigated cemeteries and morgues hoping that the spirit would show itself, perhaps mourning for the dead. No results. I tried hospitals and places of suffering. Surely the spirit would show itself, or there at least would be signs of her presence in such a place. No results. I even ventured to Ireland, origin of the spirit, or fae creature as she may be, still nothing, although the locals were very helpful and shared many a tale of the Banshee, but yet I was still without results. It was then that fate intervened and I got my wish, yet to this day I wish I hadn't. I shared drinks with a tired-looking man at the local pub. We struck up a conversation, and he explained how the past 2 nights he had been kept awake by this terrible wailing and sobbing outside his door. He had this hollow, haunted look in his eyes I can't forget. After speaking about my research, he agreed to allow me to come to his home that night to see if I could help. He retired early, explaining he just felt down. A few hours later, it began. I started to hear gentle sobbing at the door that soon turned to a terrible cry. Never in my life had I heard or felt such sorrow. It was as if my very soul cried out in the despair of losing It was as if my very soul cried out in the despair of losing a loved one, and I, in turn, began to weep uncontrollably. The apparition of a young woman materialized and floated through the air. Her silver hair and red eyes contrasted with her ashen gray skin. Bloody tears streamed down her face, and she pointed towards the man's bedroom door. Let out one long, awful shriek, and it was gone. The door shuddered with a loud thud, and blood began to pour out from underneath. I ran out as fast as I could. I am no coward, but something urged me to run. To this day, I don't know what happened to the man. Police reports say it was a violent home invasion and murder. All I know is I will never forget that awful wailing sound. Sometimes when I'm alone at night, I think I hear it, and I wonder if she's coming for me. So there we have the Banshee. Again, this book, there's a lot. So I'll be going through every one of them and sharing them with you. Maybe I'll do a post a week or every other day, but you guys let me know. Do you want me to continue sharing? If so, comment and I will. I hope you like this. There's so much more out there. And now we're actually starting to see the proof and evidence of it.